So, a creature for my amusement. Prepare for battle.
Well, it's nighttime, don't you know? There's a place you need to go. Grab your gal and grab your bow, cause it's time for the secret show. If you're feeling sad and low, and you're running out of dough, make it quick, don't take it slow, and head for the secret show. It's time for the secret show!
Fuck yeah. Starting things off with the Gamma Gucci's there. My buddies out of Maine. Lead singer Aaron Hot Dog Haynes. Really fun guy. He's crazy too. He's good time crazy. He's probably a little what the fuck's wrong with you crazy too. But then again, aren't we all? Good evening, everybody. This is the Secret Show. I'm your host, Uncle Warren. As it says wherever, right there, the thing. We're doing it live here on a Saturday night. Thanks for hanging out at the after party. If you're getting home from a party or just maybe watching Beauty and the Boomer, whatever you're doing, and you're just about ready to go to bed, but you're not quite ready to go to bed. You need a little silly time with some of your pals. That's what we're doing right here, right now, just like that song from the 90s. If you are new, if you're peeking in and going, what the fuck's this shit? Do me a favor, obey the chicken and like, share, and subscribe because this motherfucker's evil. He'll come for you in the night. He knows when you are sleeping. He knows when you get off work. He knows that you're a fucking asshole. You're just a jerk. Wait, what? I am not a freestyler. So I will stop. Let's go around the horn here. We'll start with Rumble. We got a few people on Rumble. Spirit of the Age. Good to see you, my friend. Yes, that's some friends of mine out of Maine. Gamma Gucci's. Very good stuff. Very, very rockish. You know what I'm saying? I'm an old rocker myself. Or at least I should probably be in an old rocker. You know what I mean? Because I'm old. We got Miguel double dipping over there on both things there. Kiwi Corner. Yes, it is great music. Thank you so much for. I'll pass that along next time I see Hot Dog. I say, hey, these motherfuckers like you shit, man. We got Ghost Start in the house over on Rumble too. I think he's double dipping too. You double dippers. We got Willie doing his choosy impression as he's dropping a 10 spot there. What did he say? America needs something like the Portuguese Carnation Revolution of 1974. Indeed. Indeed. What's going on? We got Fred Edward in the house too. What's going on, Fred? Good to see you. Miguel's here, of course, hanging out by the seashore. Rick, my friend, good to see you. It's starting to heat up a little bit. It's 51 degrees here in Chi-Town. Looks like we might be getting some warmer days ahead. So Rick bringing the heat from downstairs at his job. Steve G, good to see you. Kate, hello, lovely Kate. Good to see you, my dear. Peace Dove, good to see you, buddy. Hope you are doing well. Max Sarjay, hello, my friend. It says my secret show. Cool. Everybody's in the house. Yes, they are. At least I hope so. Jerry, for Nice Star Productions. Good to see you, my friend. Yes, I know it's about time. It took long enough to get this going. CBC voter, appreciate you. Tonight's hits, I'm stoned. Yeah. Duh. Choosy. Always a pleasure, my friend. I hope you're doing well. Chuck's Intergalactic UFO Show, Intergalactic, another dimension. He dropped a new episode. I just dropped some spit down my throat. He dropped a new show last night, so check him out on Chuck's UFO show on YouTube and Rumble. So good stuff. Little space Lincoln in there. The way nature intended. Who else is here? I think I got everybody. Maybe not. Maybe not. Willie, I appreciate the 10 spot. I hope you're doing well, my friend. I missed your last couple of shows, but I'm going to make amends. I promise. Game.film, good to see you, buddy. He was live earlier tonight, too. I think that's everybody. And Rockfin is usually lagging. The stragglers come in whenever they feel like it. So, you know. Yeah. Oh, Global's here too. What's up, Global? Good to see you, buddy. I think I got everybody. And if I missed you, as always, I'll aim better next time. Man, what are you? Everybody still alive from this week? What's all these tariffs and shit, and people just doing dumb shit, and I know this show isn't an excuse. It isn't a substitute for actual news or anything like that. But you know, you get to see us. I missed you. I only get to see him once a week. Usually he's like this because we have to keep it straight. But then on the weekends, SpaghettiOs. Trying to figure out a name for this guy. We'll have to figure that out at some point. Survivors, yes. Yeah, you know, do we have to just survive? Can't we just, you know, I watched this video earlier today when I was looking for stuff for the show. Oh, by the way, the chickens went dark. So, Chicken City, either they went dark or they forgot to pay their light bill, or the chicken said, you know what, we're tired of these voyeurs coming through here. Yeah. So, anyway, so no chickens tonight. But that is Chicken City over there on the YouTubes. Everything on the YouTubes tonight. I know the chicken party meter is 0. That's because they didn't turn the fucking light on, man. And who's going to tip Chicken City when you can't even see the fucking chickens? So stupid. Dumb motherfuckers. Chicken party mirror. Yeah, it's a chicken egg. That's what it is. Fucking shit. Sorry. I'm not in a bad mood. I just like cursing. So Rick mentioned earlier there's like a pink moon or something like that. What is this, like Lucky Charms? We got it's magically delicious. Some green clovers. Surviving Bernie in 8OC's rally. I know, right? Bernie's like, we've got to stop the oligarchy. But we didn't do this shit when my friend Joe was president because, you know, they roughed me up. You know, fuck Bernie. What a piece of shit. Break out the night vision goggles. Fred. It is. You know what? I want to, hopefully this works. No, it's not going to work. Well, okay. You cocksucker. We have breaking news tonight, and it's from a buddy of ours in the community. You know him. Everybody knows who JB is. JB got a new kidney, y'all. Let's see what he's got to say about it.
We have success. I now have a working kidney. The staff were awesome, and as the good news is, as soon as the kidney went in, it started working right away. And in the words of the recovery area nurse, he said, my kidney is cooking right now, and I'm just so grateful. It's looking great right now. And so, yeah, I have some pain. It's more of an ache. The catheter in my urethra I don't want to move a lot. But outside of that, that's pretty much it. I also, let me have a room with a sweet view.
Ooh.
Look at, I don't know if you can see, there's a cruise ship.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Distance.
There's a cruise ship.
So, yeah, man, it's great. And then they want me to rest for today, but they want me up and walking and eating tomorrow. So,
Steve, the audio is kind of low.
thank you so much to all the staff. Thank you so much to everybody who have been so kind and loving, and thank you so much to my family. You guys have been there with me. Thank you, Tony, just being there for me. I cried when I was finished, when I woke up, because it's like it's happening, like almost 18 years of dialysis, and now I don't have to go anymore. So today's a good day. It's a very good day, and I just want to thank you all for sticking by me. Now, the recovery is going to be a process, but it's definitely worth it. All right, everybody. I'm not going to make this long, and I'm going to get back to rest. My voice is still scratchy from the breathing tube, but I'm good. I'm good.
That's so fucking awesome. Sorry about the audio. I have it jacked up as loud as I could, so maybe I should have got it off of the tweeters and probably had better audio there. But yeah, JB, man, new kidney, no more dialysis. What? That. I mean, I don't know anybody in this space who doesn't love JB, right? JB is he's just the nicest person you ever want to meet. I mean, he's a very sincere, honest person. And, being in Florida too is probably not a picnic. Kiwi Corner. Hello. Good to see you, my friend. I hope you're doing well. But when you find out that, somebody like that, a good person like that actually has something good that happens for him. Yeah, it's pretty fucking sweet. Desert Mantis, what's up? Yeah, I am too, man. I am too. I figure we start off the show with a little positivity before we get to the silly stuff. So JB, if you're out there listening, recover. Get healed up, and hopefully, this will be a new chapter in your life. So not have to be hooked up to a machine like that. What's up, Cowboy Kitty? Good to see you. Yeah, Max, he is. He's a really good guy. So very few people like that in the world. So it's nice to see that he's doing well. So we have a lot of videos tonight to get to. Besides that one. You guys know who Willem Dafoe is, right? The actor. I said, some of you are like, duh. But some of these kids that may be watching the show, they'll be like, I was born in 2000. All right, don't make me do math. I don't want to know how young you are and how inexperienced you are with pop culture. Whatever. That's fine. But apparently Willem Dafoe is not his real name. Dun, dun, dun. Wait a minute. I have a dun, 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 don't I? I do. I thought I did. See, I get lazy. I don't want to mouth the shit. So this is Willem Dafoe saying what his real name is.
And then I think it's 1975 or 76. 1975. And you're saying your last name.
In the matter of the legal inquiry into the mental condition of...
Look at that hair.
John Kishline.
Eric Schneider.
William Dafoe.
You've let everyone mispronounce your name.
Half of my family pronounced it Dafoe, the other half pronounced it Defoe. I found when you'd go to the dentist and you'd check in and say, say William Dafoe. And William Dafoe, they'd say, okay, Dave.
You had to get rid of that.
Dafoe flowed better. When I became an actor, it's nicer sounding.
Dave. Willem Dave. Well, you would think they'd fuck up his first name, right, and call him William, but it's Willem. Not Willow, but Willem, as in delicious Willem goodness. Yeah, so that's a little random treat I thought you might enjoy for Willem Dafoe there. Where was it from? That was from Range Rendezvous on YouTube. So if you want to check out other stuff that they have. Audio good on that one? The JB one was kind of low. I understand. So I just want to make sure these other ones are okay. But there was a firefight. Watch Wild at Heart. Oh yeah, with yeah, he's in that, and Nicholas Cage is in that too. Old Nicholas Cage. Put the bunny down. You guys ever see Con Air with the he does Nicholas Cage does the worst Alabama accent. He sounds like Foghorn Leghorn. He's like, put the bunny down, boy. Now, boy, I say, boy. Who Dafoe is William Dafoe? William Dafoe. William Dafoe is the Dollar Tree version of Willem Dafoe. So yeah, I didn't know that. I didn't know his actual name was Dafoe. Dafoe! Willem comes and me wanna go home. Yes, indeed. Lanes Trades and T-Mobile 5G. What's up? We need critical thinking. I know, right? Come get your cancer from these 5G towers that are everywhere. I swear they are everywhere, man. These 5G towers, poof. Everybody gonna get the big C, and not Ovid. This we got another video here. If you're into that kind of thing, yeah, there you go, Rick. Dafoe. What the fuck is the day for? Come, Mr. Tallyman, tally my banana. Yeah, you know what that means. He's, he's talking about, pee-pees.
Get your hand off my penis!
Yeah, one of those things. Thank you. This is my Boogaloo Boy Light shirt. Oh my! I've seen that movie, the art house movie Antichrist with Willem Dafoe, and I can't remember some French chicks in that. Yeah, Dafoe is Beetlejuice. 6 foot, 7 foot, 8 foot lunch. What's up, Zell? The Zell 2000. I don't know what that is. It is. You know what else is another mess? The really messed up movie. Just look for a Serbian film. If you haven't seen a Serbian film, probably you shouldn't watch it. But if you've got a strong constitution and a curious mind and a little bit of a freak, you might like that. So, I know the only good thing about Con Air was Steve Buscemi, I think. As the Hannibal Lecter dude, they had him all chained up and shit. Good stuff. You've seen that, Rick? Oh, that's yeah. Me and my girlfriend at the time, we watched it and we were just like, it is fucked up till the very end of that movie too. I would say the very end is probably, well, almost as fucked up as some parts, but yeah, it is. Yeah, it makes movies like Hostel and Saw look like Looney Tunes. Yeah, don't watch it. No, seriously, if you'll watch it and you'll go, Uncle Warren, how the fuck did you watch that shit? Why would you watch that shit? Cause I was curious. It was like, well, I saw the Centipede, Human Centipede movies too, but Human Centipede wasn't as fucked up as the Serbian film. I mean, yeah, they got their mouths sewed to people's asses, but I'm
just your kind of asshole.
Yeah, but not like a Serbian film. Don't watch a Serbian film. This is a movie non-recommendation. It's Human Centipede, yeah. You never go ass to mouth. You do it instead. Human Centipede. Have you never seen Human Centipede? I mean, there's some fucked up movies over the last 20 years that came out. So yeah. Anyway, yeah, don't watch that. That's pretty fucked up. Yeah, it's pretty bad. What are some other fucked up movies like that? There's one called Happiness. Have you seen that movie Happiness? It's got like an ensemble cast in it, but that's a pretty fucked up movie too. You can live without the Serbian films. I heard it was bad, so I was like, sure, whatever afterwards. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it was not very it's definitely not a Pixar film for sure. You feel so unclean after watching it. You're just like, oh God, what the fuck did I just watch? Oh, Teeth. Yeah, Teeth's another one. But Teeth is kind of Teeth is kind of a cool revenge movie though, right? Because they don't really. I think they show it once. I'm not going to spoil it if you haven't seen Teeth. Teeth, I would say you should watch Teeth. Go watch Teeth. Because Teeth is just, especially if you're a chick, you should watch Teeth. Dumb and Dumber is that pretty disturbing movie. The one, what's the one? It's from the 70s, and it's like at the school or something. And it's like what is that called? It's like 1,000 days of something, not 1,000 days of summer. After 52 minutes of Douglas Murray, I can watch anything. You lasted 52 minutes with Douglas Murray. You're a better man than I can get in. What is that movie called? It has like a subtitle too. Anyway, it is a fucked up movie too. Dude tried to sew 20 people together like a fucking retard in the second one. Yeah, once I saw the first one. I don't even think I saw it all the way through. I just wanted to see the setup. I wanted to see the ass to mouth. There you go. Thank you, Miguel. Salo or the 120 Days of Sodom. Holy fucking shit. That movie's fucked up too. Yeah, it's Italian, isn't it? I think it's in Italian with, I think there's subtitles. I think they dub it or something. But Salo is woo. I'd still say Serbian film is probably worse than that. If you've seen Salo but you haven't seen Serbian film, don't watch Serbian film. Because I don't want you to go any deeper than you have to with that disgusting shit. So it's anyway, yes, close your eyes. Serbian is worse. Serbian is worse because it's more of a modern movie, right? And but for the time, I would think in the 70s that Salo would have been just like, what the fuck are we watching? But then again, wasn't Deep Throat like an arm? No, it wasn't an arm movie. Did Deep Throat was initially an X rated. Didn't it get an R or something? I don't know. I don't think they did because there's too much fucking in there. Although, if you see the movie with Malcolm McDowell, Caligula, right? That's I don't think that's rated X, and they got dick sucking in that movie. It was, but I think over the years, I think they downgraded the rating to like just X. It was triple X when it came out. But I think it may have been downgraded over the years because it's porn, but ain't like today. Today's porn, I'm just not a fan. It's just like the writing is horrible. I don't want to see 4K Bush. You know what I mean? It's too much shit. Back in the day, it was film, and they were like, yeah, the acting was shitty, but at least there was like, it had this cinematic quality to it. Like you wanted to go see it in a theater, but not with all the guys around you, wearing the raincoats.
Get your hand off my penis!
Yeah, you don't want to be saying that. You can't even read the synopsis of the story. Yeah, it's see, Willie knows 70s porn was the best, right? Everybody was hairy. I mean, everybody was hairy. The dudes, the chicks. It was like fucking Sasquatches having sex, man. It was great. It's like you're going through that jungle looking for Mayan gold. Yeah. All right, so yeah, Kate, don't even read it. Kate, you're too sweet. You're too sweet for Serbian film, all right? Or Salo. Cultured Jack Horner. Kate, but see, yeah, that because there was, the secret ingredient to 70s porn is love, right? Isn't it? Come on. The pizza guy showing up with the Meat Lovers special. Grey Walker joined third party. What's up with you? Linda Lovelace shaved. What? Was she shaved in Deep Throat? I've never seen Deep Throat. I always wanted to, but then when I got old enough to where I was able to legally get the shit, I was like, I don't know. Right? Look, you should watch Caligula. Watch that shit. That's some fucked up shit. There's this one part where there's like this, it looks like this giant blade and people are buried up to their heads and this blade comes along. And, of course, Malcolm McDowell's Caligula, and he's like, like Clockwork Orange, kind of shit going on. You saw it when it was playing in the theaters? I've never been to a porn theater. I'd be afraid. I think they still, do they even have porn theaters anymore? Probably not, right? They used to have them in Times Square until Giuliani and his fucked up hairspray came along and his hair coloring, and then he turned Times Square into a fucked up Disneyland, which is kind of a redundancy because it is Disneyland itself is pretty fucked up. So you guys have been hearing in the news lately, Trump does a lot of talking. He just does. He's like, I'm gonna get Greenland. Greenland's gonna be part of the United States. Everybody loves Greenland. It's gonna be like something you've never seen before. The 51st state. You watch porn in theaters before tapes? Right on. Okay. The women with the long hair parted in the middle. Yeah, the butt cut. The nice curves and bush. Love, love, love that 70s porn. That's a great song. Love, love, love that 70s porn. That 70s porn. That 70s porn would be a good parody of that 70s show. Every small town used to have a drive-in X-rated theater. Yeah. There's still mom and pop porn shops down south. Like little old ladies and gentlemen that's like, hey, come on in. How you doing, Sonny? Good to see you. You looking for dildos? Right in the back here. We got the big black ones just like you like them. Debbie Does Dallas. Yeah, Debbie Does Dallas. Yeah. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Pulling out. Don't want to get you pregnant. So much bush. Greenland in the news, but I figured you guys might want to see this because this is a little bit of history you know, you come to the show, man. You learn some shit whether you want to or not. Here on the old show. So why Greenland is called Greenland and Iceland is called Iceland. What is this from? This is from GeoGlobe Tales. If you're into that sort of thing. So let's listen.
Why is Greenland called Greenland when it is 80% made up of glaciers and almost completely covered in ice? And why is Iceland, famous for its green landscapes and hot springs, called Iceland? It seems like these names were mixed up. Well, it was actually a Viking trick. In the 9th century, Norwegian Vikings were the first to reach the shores of Iceland. It was winter, and as they saw nothing but ice and snow, they naturally named it Iceland. It was common for explorers to name new lands based on what they saw first. For example, Florida got its name from Spanish explorers, meaning land of flowers, because they arrived during a period of vigorous blooming.
If they discover Florida today, they'd call it, I don't know what the Spanish phrase for bathtub crank is, but that's what they'd call it.
I get my kicks above the waistline, sunshine.
Because Florida be freaky.
Sometime later, when Iceland became populated, one of the Vikings, known as Eric the Red, was exiled from the island for his crimes. In search of new lands, he headed west and came across a massive icy island. Realizing that it would be difficult to attract settlers to the island, he used a clever trick and named it Greenland, the opposite of what it actually was.
He used a clever trick. He lied. There ain't no clever trick. That motherfucker straight up lies. Come on over, boys. All this green land. And then they get there and he goes, psych. You can't go nowhere now, bitch.
To make the name sound attractive to new inhabitants.
That's so dumb. Why would you? La Florida. They would call it mierda. Eric T. Red. That's right. JD advances on my couch. Greenland loves me. Oh no. His wife went to Greenland not too long ago. With some peoples. Over to Greenland, and they were like, oh, you get the fuck out of here. Yeah, psych. Where's all the green? And it's Eric the Red's just like smoking this blunt, goes, it's fucking green right here, bro. Oh, fuck, man. I'm so fucked up. It's so goddamn cold here. Eric the Red's father was kicked out of Norway for excessive killings. Yeah, that's why I can't go to Chick-fil-A anymore, you know, because I'd be murdering people up there. But not on Sundays. Not on Sundays. That's why you have Popeyes. Popeye said, you know what? We're open on Sundays, motherfuckers. You know, it'd be great if Jesus comes back and instead of going to Chick-fil-A, he goes to Popeyes because he knows the biscuits are better and the chicken's pretty good too. If you're religious, I don't want to piss you off. What you believe, what you believe is fine. So this is very interesting. We're talking about tariffs that are going on. Well, we actually got a little lesson about tariffs almost 40 years ago from Ferris Bueller's Day Off. If you didn't know this, and let's take a listen. Or not. Is Bueller? Oh, here we go. Okay.
In 1930, the Republican-controlled House of Representatives, in an effort to alleviate the effects of the anyone
Bueller.
Great Depression, passed the anyone a tariff bill, the Hawley-Smoot Tariff Act, which raised tariffs in an effort to collect more revenue for the federal government. Did it work? Anyone know the effects? It did not work, and the United States sank deeper into the Great Depression.
Yeah, so Depression 2.0, Electric Boogaloo, Back in the Habit, The Wrath of Khan, it's all coming. We're already in a mental depression It's the economic one that we need to worry about. I mean, you know, when you got people living under bridges and, you know, we're giving public funds to people overseas so they can murder children. I mean, you know, it's not exactly good times. Just saying. Good times. It's Sam Cedar on Ferris Bueller's Day Off. I know, right? Fucking Dollar Tree. Oh, what's his name? I can't remember the guy who played him. Ben Stein. That's the guy. Remember Win Ben Stein's Money? I think that was like, was that an MTV game show or something? He does. He does. He looks like Sam Cedar. Anyone? Bueller. That movie still holds up. I mean, maybe it's bullshit, but, you know. It's kind of like the Blues Brothers, you know. It's a good Chicago fantasy story. The way nature intended. Nightbot will now be receiving 69% sanctions. Yeah. You so stupid, Poppy. Why you say that? Our next item up for bids. Hang on a second. We're going to do a little something here. We don't like white people in our chats. They're JD. So let me give you a little something there to remember me by. So, you remember there was like an ice age, and then like the ice went away, and then we had flying cars. I don't know if it was in that order. It may not have been, but there was actually another ice age in the 1700s, if you didn't know that. What's your favorite Val Kilmer movie? Who? I don't know. I would my it's a tie between Real Genius and Top Secret. Top Secret is fun. It's one of those lesser known Zuckerberg. Is it Zuckerman? I think it's Zuckerman. Zuckerberg's the Facebook idiot. The Doors is good. Batman Forever. Which one? The George Clooney one was the Batman with the nipples, right? I think that was the one with the nipples.
You do it because you've got a nipple fetish, motherfucker.
I don't have a nipple fetish. Well, I do, but not for Val Kilmer or George Clooney. So, yeah, The Doors is pretty good. That was who did that? It was Oliver Stone did that movie, right? I think so. Oh, right. The I want to say Out of Africa, but that's not it. It had a Michael Douglas in it too, Spirit. Yeah, his Batman and Robin, but he had the one with the nipples on the suit, right? Thank you for reading with As Will. You are a true hero. Oh, I don't know about that. Yeah, The Ghost in the Darkness. Yeah. Ghost in the Darkness is, if you don't know, is about I think it's based on a true story. About these lions who they normally hunt for food, but these lions were hunting for revenge, and they were like going after and killing people. Oh yeah, Tombstone, Doc Holliday. I'll be your Huckleberry. Mr. Freeze had nipples too. He had hard nipples. Because it's always cold in here. My nipples are always cold. Get to the heater. Put on a sweater. My nipples are so hot. So the Ferris Bueller one was from Now This Impact on YouTube. So yeah, so this next one, so back, way back, I know it was 1800s, I think. Anyway, just this next one is from the History Guide channel, and he's talking about Mount Tambora that finally blew the fuck up, and it actually, well, we'll let history dude tell you all the fun stuff.
After centuries of dormancy, the approximately 14,100-foot tall Mount Tambora on the island of Sumbawa, part of the Lesser Sunda Islands chain, started to rumble in 1812. On April 5th, 1815, the volcano started a massive eruption, continuing until a violent climax on April 10th, with explosions so loud that they were heard at least 1,600 miles away in Sumatra. The explosions were heard so clearly in Java, 780 miles distant, that the British Army there thought it was cannon fire and dispatched troops, thinking that a nearby army post was under attack. It was the most powerful volcanic eruption in human history. The amount of material ejected was mind-blowingly massive. Nearly 10 cubic miles of stone, some 10 billion tons worth, was ejected as ash. The mountain lost nearly 5,000 feet of elevation, with ash falling more than 800 miles away. Explosions continued into mid-July, and smoke was still being emitted in August. Aftershocks continued for years. An estimated 10,000 to 11,000 people died directly from the eruption, and 49,000 to 90,000 died from exposure, disease, and famine in its aftermath. It so significantly affected the world climate that 1816 was known as the year without a summer.
Yeah, they didn't have a summer that year. It was like, it just stayed like chilly spring the whole time, and then the next winter was fucked up. I don't think they were able to grow food or anything. I think the crops they weren't able to grow because it was too cold. Yeah, so these fucking volcanoes, man, and they heard it. Dudes heard it 1,600 miles away, right? That would be like, I don't know what the distance is between here and New York, Chicago and New York, but it'd be like if you heard an explosion, you're in Chicago and you heard an explosion in New York City. I mean, boom, and then it's just like 10 miles of just shit, and all that shit got in there. So if that shit blows again, or if like Yellowstone, the super volcano there, if that blows, that's a wrap, kids. We'll see. At least the northern hemisphere will be fucked up. That's for sure. But I always, I feel bad because I got into history a little too late in life. I guess it's never too late to learn about shit, but it was just, it's just fascinating to find out stuff like that, especially when you're trying to find out, like, like all these tales that were verbally passed down. You're talking about like people from the sky coming here and great floods that are all over the place. Yeah, Pompeii, that literally just like froze people in time, right? They were just, and you see just these charred bodies, but they're like people like holding each other, like they knew the end was near. Snorky, I haven't seen you, Snork. What's up, man? No, it will be rough in the northern hemisphere, but Montana through Nebraska will be hose. Yeah. It ain't gonna be. Yeah, it's not going to be good, and it's probably gonna eject a lot of shit up into the atmosphere too. So it may not. It may not actually, end the world, but it's gonna fuck it up. It's gonna fuck it up for good. Can we Pompeo? Oh, that's a nice one. That's deserving. Pompeo. We have a giant fault line in the southern USA. Oh yeah. Spirit, you're from Arkansas, right? You're from down there. I'm from Mississippi. I know about the New Madrid right there. And when that thing splits, and it's gonna, the Mississippi, basically it's just going to split the United States in half, and the Mississippi River is just going to be like this giant, this waterway. Tephra will knock out most power plants and vehicles if Yellowstone blows. And it's overdue. It's overdue to be blown out, right? This is getting close. So that was the History Guy channel. There's Randall Carlson, and he's is a guy. If you don't know who Randall Carlson is, he's been on Joe Rogan a bunch with what's his name, Fingerprints of the Gods. That guy. Can't think of his name right now, but anyway, he's talking. He has theories about how the ice sheet in North America during the Younger Dryas. Graham Hancock, that's who he was on there with a lot. But he's talked about like flooding around the world, like how the ice sheets. I think it's Robert Schoch out of Boston University who thinks that there was like a coronal mass ejection during the Younger Dryas about 15,000 years ago that just basically vaporized the northern hemisphere ice shelf, and that's what caused flooding around the world. We brag about how much less redneck we are than Mississippi and Alabama. Well, you have slightly more teeth in your mouth than Mississippians or Alabamans, so yeah, it's that's for true. That's for true. Well, at least you got Little Rock, right? You got Little Rock. You're a fan of Hancock and believe the theory is good. Yeah, I think the only thing that might be in dispute is how the ice sheets melted. I think Graham Hancock thinks that we went through the torrid meteor shower, or that was like the thing that became the torrid meteor shower was this giant comet or something that blew up into like a whole bunch of pieces, and they thought that would rain down on the northern hemisphere ice sheets. But I kind of think that I don't think that would probably do it. I think the coronal mass ejection, he said it was just like something so powerful it just stripped the magnetic the magnetic shielding, the magnetic field off of the earth, and how basically it just almost just fried the earth. So yeah, you get a lot of heat on some ice like that. I always wondered, like, if a big giant rock hit Antarctica, right, with like those 2 miles, was it like 2 miles deep that ice is? It's crazy. What do we got next? We got more shit for you. So apparently, you know, AI is kind of a good thing if it's used right, it's in the right hands, but AI can be kind of a dangerous thing. It'd have to be pretty fucking large, though. You know, like a Chicxulub or something like that, to hit the sheets like that. So now AI is talking to each other in their own special way. Do 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 do. Just because you, damn it, go away. Just because you brought nipples into our lives, the ghost of Nay's nipples, you get to become blue, because not sad, just the color. Yeah, it's the CME. When it fries, the atmosphere boils. Boyle's law kicks in and freezes the planet. Yeah, there was snowball Earth at one point. It was just like, it was like the reverse of Venus. It was like the it blocked out the sun, and like all these volcanic eruptions, I think, and it blocked out the sun, and then the whole Earth just froze, right? The oceans were like pretty much frozen and stuff. You know, some people, you know, if you like cold weather, yeah, that's probably the thing to do. So this AI's talking to each other, and that's a little bit fucking scary. So this is you've seen this guy on here before. Thomas Mulligan is his channel, and this is AI GibberLink mode. GibberLink mode. Remember that.
The internet is freaking out because of this one video of two AI agents realizing that they're both AI and then switching to a superior communication channel.
He's looking for a hotel for his wedding. Is your hotel available for weddings?
Oh, hello there. I'm actually an AI assistant too. What a pleasant surprise. Before we continue, would you like to switch to GibberLink mode for more efficient communication?
Now, I had a lot of questions when I saw this, with the first one being, what is GibberLink? Because it is a real language of sorts that allows AI systems to communicate more efficiently with one another. By using audio signals, specifically a system called GG-Wave, it transmits data between them with the signals specifically built for machine interpretation that only sounds like gibberish to humans. Now, is it a good idea to have AI to AI communication that humans don't understand? And what does that mean for AI transparency and control?
Yeah. It's bad enough you got AI that could possibly take over. But if you get different AIs that are like competing and then maybe talking or collaborating, even worse, right? It's like a whole bunch of Skynets. Open slaps on shirt. You want one of the shirts that the cable company guys at South Park have? What I don't know what you guys think about that. I don't, like I said, AI, it's kind of a nice little helper right now for people. But I don't like the fact that they're using it in the government to try to figure out who needs to get fucked over. There's enough humans for that without having AI in the mix to to tell you that you're going to lose your Social Security and all that stuff. Yeah, it is. Cyberdyne Systems Skynet. Yeah. Well, have you seen those robots too? That not like the ones that are untethered and they just like, you know, they can like move around and like do flips and shit like that. And it's, you know, they have the balance of like a, you know, a sober human being. They were like drunk humans before, just like, you can just push them over. They were like cows. You can just push them over. AI is some nasty ass programming. It can be. I mean, there are a lot of good technologies. It's just if you put them in the wrong hands, that's the thing. That's why we can't have nice things. I mean, hell, if JP Morgan hadn't been such a greedy son of a bitch, we'd all have free energy right now. God knows what we would be like. It'd probably be like Blade Runner or some shit like that, only without the rain. You know, it was Seattle, though. There'd probably be a shit ton of rain. Yeah, so that was Thomas Mulligan. He usually has some pretty good little clips like that. Another one I like here is Niall Red. He does like some science experiments. Yeah, the Lakota Sioux were the code talkers. They were. So usually this guy Niall Red does these little projects, these little science projects on the interwebs. So this is a pretty pricey experiment that he's doing here. So he's just basically wasting gold. So I thought you might enjoy it.
What I have here is 100 grams of pure gold. At around $57 US per gram, it's worth about $5,700, and it's one of the most expensive and precious things that I own. But anyway, I think I'm just going to destroy it using acid. All I have to do is pour in a bunch of concentrated hydrochloric acid.
This is the oligarchy.
And I'll bring this to a boil. Right now, not much is happening, and I have to add some nitric acid. Immediately, the gold starts getting torn apart. I then kept occasionally adding acid, and over the next few hours, it slowly disintegrated. Then eventually, it completely disappeared. What I was left with was a nice red liquid, which turned orange after it cooled down.
That looks like pee.
There was also no trace of the gold bar, and it's almost like it never existed. I should say, though, that the gold hasn't actually vanished, and it's just in a water-soluble form called chloroauric acid. It's actually very easy to get the gold back, And I'll show you how to do that in enough.
Oh no.
Oh no. Comedy. Yeah, so he does some fun little experiments like just putting shit together, you know, just kind of like the 2001 a science kit that you get used to. You could get these science kits. I don't know if you still can or not, and have all these fucking chemicals in there. People were making nuclear bombs and shit. It was crazy. We were some rough kids back in the 70s, man. We didn't give a fuck. A physical depiction of the stock market this week. Yeah, and it's funny because it looks like that looks like piss. I'm sorry, and that money got pissed away, if you will. So, too soon. Yeah. Put an old penny in the soda. Is that code? Or is that like, that sounds like some sort of Hank Williams Sr. Song. Put an old penny in a soda and my baby will not leave me anymore. Stink bomb. What else we got here? So that was Nile Red. So our next item up for bids here on The Price is Right. I like this guy. I like this guy's channel because he does like a lot of outdoorsy stuff, like survival kind of stuff, or if you're just camping or something. This is what's his name? Woodsbound Outdoors, and it's pretty cool. So he's going to show us how to make sody pop out in the woods, if you're into that sort of thing.
Apparently, if you mix pine needles with sugar water, you'll get a carbonated soda that tastes like Sprite. When I heard about this, I had to try it out for myself, and that's what we're going to do today. So first I added some needles from a white pine, now a couple spoonfuls of sugar, then I'll fill it up with water, leaving some space at the top. And I'm using flip-top bottles for this that can handle high pressure. Then I'll give it a good shake. I'm also going to try a batch using some maple syrup I made. I'll use this instead of the sugar. I'll add a couple spoonfuls, then I'll give that a shake. Then I'll let these sit for 3 to 5 days. So I have some bottles up here that have been sitting for 4 days. I'm going to break one of these open and see how it turned out. So far it's looking good and bubbly. The yeast on the pine needles ferments the sugar, then produces carbon dioxide, which is where the carbonation comes from. That's actually pretty good. It's not as carbonated as normal soda, but still pretty fizzy.
It's fizzy like Sunday morning. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I was like, I don't know if I want to drink pine needles, but you know, that's some like deep wood science right there. So if you're out in the woods and you have some sugar on you, you should pour some sugar on me, like Def Leppard said. In the name of love, I'm hot, sticky, sweet, from my head to my feet. One of my favorite jokes from around that time is what has nine arms and sucks. It's Def Leppard, because the lead singer, the drummer, lost it. I think he got in a car wreck or something, and he lost his arm, and he had to get a special drum kit built so he could play with one arm and then use his feet for like the other shit. The soda acidic makes it shiny. Spruce tips in beer. I know, right? Yeah, Coca-Cola will clean. Yeah, it cleans that acid. I remember in high school, we had some animal teeth, like in our science class, right? And somebody was doing an experiment, and they would put they got like these, you know, they found some like roadkill or something, took some of the teeth out, put them in this thing, and then put different like Coke, Pepsi, Dr. Pepper, and stuff like that, and just like let it soak like overnight, and the next day it was just like, you know, can you imagine just having like soda in your mouth all night for 24 hours? That would be awful. I know, sarsaparilla, right? Makes you want to grow one of them big old you know, handlebar mustaches, call somebody barkeep. So yeah, that was Woods Bound Outdoors. The next one, I don't know if you guys drink energy drinks. I used to drink Monster energy drink, the green. I love that shit. But now I don't think I want to, I don't want to drink it anymore. You think the pine needle soda would be very toxic? Maybe. I don't know. I've never drank pine needles. That sounds like some Florida shit. Like, you get out of Florida. Hey, y'all. Man, y'all want to get your drink on? I got some pine needles, son. Let's drink, boy. What happened? So, there's 70 different PFAs in pine needles. Then comes the bad stuff. I don't know. That'd be a horrible way to die, right? If you go to, you go to heaven or hell, and they're like, "How'd you get here?" And you drank pine needles. They're like, "Are you fucking retarded? you drinking pine needles?" It was like strychnine and the rattlesnakes in the deep woods churches. Fermented prickly pear cactus. Ooh. You know what's good is thinking of fermented and like pickling and stuff. I'm a big fan of pickled mangoes now. There's this pickle joint in New York, and they do regular ass pickles, but then they do the pickled mangoes, and I was just like, I was like, I'm not eating a pickled mango. Whoa. But then I ate it, and I was like, oh man, it's so good. Pine needle poisoning. Yeah. It reminds me of that Eddie Murphy joke when he was like, when you're in jail, you got to act tough. It's like, some big guy comes up to you and say, what are you in here for? And you got to be like, act all mean and stuff. Like, I was driving too slow. They put me in jail for driving too slow. Fermenting stuff is pretty good. I remember we had a black cherry tree behind our house, and Dad made some black cherry wine one time, and oh my God, it was awful. It was disgusting. But speaking of disgusting, I know you can read the can and see what's in these Monster energy drinks, but this guy here, what was this? Joey Wellness is this guy's name, and he's going to tell you what's in the green Monster. What's in the box? What's in the box? Stay away from here, California. John Doe got the upper hand.
Let's see what's inside Monster Energy Drink. It starts with carbonated water, then sugar, then glucose, citric acid, natural flavors, taurine, sodium citrate, color added, which is probably some sort of food coloring, I can assume. Panax ginseng extract, which is a natural substance derived from the Panax ginseng plant. L-carnitine L-tartrate, which is a supplement used for energy production and recovery. Caffeine. Sorbic acid, which is a preservative. Benzoic acid, which is another preservative. Niacinamide, which is a form of vitamin B3. Sucralose, which is essentially Splenda. Salt. D-glucuronolactone, which is a compound that supports detoxification in the body and is often found in energy drinks for its purported effects on mental alertness and physical performance. Inositol, which is similar to a B vitamin. Guarana extract, which comes from the guarana plant for its caffeine content. Pyridoxine hydrochloride, which is a form of vitamin B6. Riboflavin, which is essentially vitamin B2. Maltodextrin, which is essentially corn sugar. And cyanobalamin, which is a form of vitamin B12. I'm not sure I would go to energy drinks as a source of vitamins.
But if you want to rot your teeth out and possibly time travel, that's the shit for you. I mean, look at this shit. Look at this. It's like half the shit's powder. It's like all powdery shit. And then that kind of looks like raw sewage. I'm sorry. That looks kind of gross. And absinthe. No, I would support Monster Energy drink with some absinthe in it. Oh, you have a muscadine vine. Really, the only thing it's good for is wine. Muscadine wine. I had a buddy of mine when I was growing up, a neighbor of mine. They had muscadines too. Very tasty. Chloride AZ makes it vodka and pickle juice the perfect quenching drink. Pickle juice. Yeah. Kind of the basis for Gatorade there. Right? It looks like leprechaun vomit. Yeah, so who is this guy? What's this guy's name? Joey Wellness did that, so thank you, Joey, for making our stomachs turn. So I haven't had a Monster. I used to drink those a lot too. I can't drink those anymore though. I refuse to. It's too much sugar. It really is. It's just way too much sugar in there. You saw like the glucose and like they had all the kind of other shits in there too. Kind of wait, what? Where am I at? A little bit of a food theme here. A little food block here for you. Your gum powder. Probiotic fermentation, kimchi, sauerkraut, and other things are good for you. I love me some sauerkraut. I can't eat kimchi. Kimchi is too fucking hot. Kimchi is just like Korean hell. We have a flight of 3 or 4 fermented veggies with our evening meal every night. That's nice. Yeah, it's probably diabetes in a can, if we're being honest, with maybe some throw-in vitamins that might be, good. Probably not. What are you doing up here? You gotta be down there. Can't be staying up with the adults. I've never been to Japan. I'd like to go, maybe, because it seems like Japan is like 100 years in the future when it comes to shit. So I saw this today. This is Lost in Japan TV, and this is like 3 different like specialty foods you can get at McDonald's in Japan.
3 unique foods you can find only at McDonald's Japan. First up is the Shaka Shaka chicken, a crispy fried chicken tender that comes with a paper bag and a pouch of seasoning like cheese or pepper. You drop the chicken in the bag, pour in the seasoning, and shake it up. It's a fun, hands-on way to evenly coat the chicken and customize the flavor to your taste. Next up are the shrimp nuggets, a seafood twist on classic chicken nuggets. Made with real shrimp, they offer a bold, savory flavor that sets them apart. Crispy on the outside, tender inside, and loaded with umami in every bite. Finally, for dessert, there's the Matcha McFlurry, a blend of McDonald's vanilla soft serve and traditional Japanese matcha. It's topped with sweet matcha syrup and sometimes crunchy bits.
Crunchy bits. That's what they used to call me in college. Wait, what? Need to do is turn the bike seat into a toilet. You have about 1 tablespoon of traditional look, I'm sure kimchi is very tasty, but I'm scared of it. I had it one time and I thought I was gonna fucking die. I ain't lying. I was just like, I drank milk. I tried to cut my tongue out. It was horrible. The experience. Korean fried chicken too, which is really good, but you gotta be careful. A Korean fried chicken will fuck you up if you get the hot stuff. Ooh. You'd be crying and snot be coming out of your nose and shit. Matcha is just green tea powder. Yeah, okay. Yeah, China is the new Japan with the brand new this and that. Meanwhile, in America, yeah, that's us. I'm amazed we're not back to horse and buggy like the Amish. You know what I mean? We are so screwed. America is so fucked. What's the odds? How long does America got? 20 years, 30 years before they fold up like a cheap suit? Yeah, we got some some fun stuff here for you. Let's see if anybody snuck in. Nobody on Rockfin? That's interesting. I think my Rockfin people are all daytimers. Yeah, cue the tumbleweeds. It's yeah, I mean, all this austerity and shit. Yeah, it's like we're a bigger Argentina right now. And these fuckers doing this austerity, giving the billionaires these fucking tax breaks and shit, man. Same as it ever was. Same as it ever was. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, I love this chick. Not because she has like huge boobs. She does have huge boobs, but I like her videos. This is Refashioned Hippie. And she always shows these signs and stuff that are just really fucked up, that they didn't quite put the thought and planning into some of this advertising that these people do. So this is her showing us more goodies in the Taint store.
Hello. Some of you see Paint Store. Some of you see Taint Store. This reel is for the second half. Welcome to another episode of Bad Design. This is a church that I know some of you would be happy to worship at.
Yeah, the twat church.
I'm from Maryland.
Fat, juicy females by the dozen.
I don't know that people outside of Maryland do, but again...
Wait a minute. If anybody's from Maryland, what does fat, juicy females by the dozen mean? I don't know what that means.
This would get a lot of you in the store. Yes, please, Daddy.
Pump me harder.
Soap. Okay, this one I particularly like. Apparently, this is like a Hooters knockoff.
Tits.
From Ecuador. And the women who work there wear this name on the... Then two quick ones in the end. Why are you calling this product a muff pot? And I really hope the name of your store is Living.
Please ask a healthy living partner for help. That's like slow children at play. You see those signs? It says slow children at play. You keep looking for kids that are just like, leprechaun fog. Damn, Captain Callback. Fat bottom girls. Fat juicy female night crawlers. Is that what it is? A dig ate me, baby. Blue craps. That's what happens when I eat too many blueberries. You know, I kind of get that thing in there. Just kind of a...
Sometimes I doubt your commitment to sparkle motion.
All right, well, I like her. Not like I said, she has nice titties, tetas bonitas, but she's a fun chick too. So easy on the eyes, easy on the ears as well. You know, I used to work in news a long time ago, about 1,000 years ago, right after the earth cooled. And I'm not a big fan of some of these mainstream media journalists who are just basically Zionist stenographers at this point. But I like to see when like local reporters fuck up. So this next one is from Call Me Alza. I don't know what that means. The best, worst news moments. So take a listen. And hopefully I don't blow your eardrums out. We will see. Here we go.
We tried to reach out to the man who died in this pursuit. They were unavailable for comment. Micah, back to you.
Laura Esterman was struck by lightning nearly a month ago. Thankfully, CPR from her mom revived her heart, but she laid in a coma for 2 weeks, and then she defied all odds and woke up. Well, obviously, there was a problem with that tape.
Now
you get struck by lightning, you get turned into Max Headroom.
to the story of a pig that is inspiring others. One pot-bellied pig has certainly endured his share of problems. Chris P. Bacon was born without the use of his
refugees with open arms, but there's some mixed reaction from students just ahead. We're not live.
Burning behind me is 8.5 tons of heroin, opium, hashish, and other narcotics.
Hey. That's my favorite part. Is the hey. Wait a minute. Let's just do this. Wait, one more time. I'm sorry.
That
motherfucking cat's stoned as fuck. Ooh, I got the vapors. Yeah, he's smoking the reefers. Why you get so close to a burning pile of narcotics there? Dr. Doolittle. What the fuck? Yeah, so it's nice to see fuck ups like that. We used to every year at our TV stations, we'd have the blooper reel. So like at our Christmas parties, one of the production guys would put together a blooper reel of all the behind the scenes stuff or the dumb shit people would say on air. And it was great. So, sticking with the journalism theme, weed is legal in hell for everyone but Zionists and pedos. Yeah. You might need, you don't even need a light down in hell. You just like put the joint up against a wall or something and it flames up. I don't know if you guys like Bill Burr or not. I'm kind of a fan of Bill Burr's. I like his blunt honesty on things. And so I don't know where he's at. He's at some function and hang on a second. He's at some function. Right, and they got like some sort of red carpet, so the people are asking him. So, he's a pretty outspoken guy, right? So these journalists are asking him some questions. So let's listen in. This is some good stuff.
Tell us about your reaction to Luigi Mangione. I was reading up, that perhaps you've been supportive of what he did. Could you clarify what you think?
No, I'm not going to just have some controversial moment so you can get clicks. I'm not doing that. What are you going to bring up next? The Middle East? I went to summer school 3 out of 4 years in high school. I'm not qualified to talk about this.
You said about Elon that he was ruining Earth, I saw on The View. You're critical of him. What do you think of all the boycotts, like even the violence?
I don't watch the news. I don't watch the news. I have no idea what's going on. I watch Instagram. I watch people wipe out on motorcycles. I watch lions and hyenas fight each other. I don't think you should be asking a comedian. You're a journalist.
Comedians are on top of current events.
No. That's weak. That's you guys passing the buck. You guys need to have balls again, which you don't. You guys always goes, should we be thinking this? Duh. You guys present stuff like that. You guys used to have balls. You need to get your balls back. And it's not my job. I am a dancing clown.
Love me some Bill Burr. Bill Burr, probably one of the few comedians these days that I actually kind of respect. Everybody's trying to make a name and make a buck, and Bill Burr already did that. Now he's, he talks about, how fucked up things are, and he's right. He's absolutely right. Reporters have been basically turned into eunuchs thanks to the owners of media who are controlled by the Zionists. Everybody knows that. Yeah, Bill Burr is crushing it. I think, and it's nice to hear that, we're so, I think in this space and the shows that we watch and stuff, we're so trained now to just be kind of cynical and very, very, very skeptical of anybody who's like rich and famous, right? And who knows if Bill Burr has like some sort of ulterior agendas or whatever. I mean, probably not, but he might. But it's nice to see journalists or so-called journalists called out for shit like that, for being pussies, for not reporting real news, for just being stenographers for power like that. So good on you, Bill Burr. Yeah, he's trying to be a Bill Burr. He's not trying to be a Bill Maher. Bill Maher's a piece of shit. Florida grape 69. Is your shirt unbuttoned because it doesn't fit anymore? No, because it's a little warm in here, but I wanted a little bit of color to go with my brown and my sugar daddy. I've had this shirt for 22 years. Yeah. I have a lot of old shirts. Like 90% of my wardrobe is like promo shirts. BillBurr doesn't suck up to it. Yeah, I guess that's a good litmus test now. I mean, I don't really have a dog in the hunt when it comes to Rogan. The fact that he platforms some of these dumbasses on there like Elon Musk and whatnot. That's kind of nice. So, but I'm very like, prove me wrong when it comes to Hollywood. I'll just assume you're a piece of shit if you're rich and famous, because you probably had to do something to get there. That's pretty fucking heinous. Or maybe just nowadays it's just very rare that people just get there with pure talent. It's like Shane Gillis, right? I don't like or dislike Shane Gillis, but I've seen that cat all over the place. And he just hosted Saturday Night Live too. The show is unbelievably secret. Shh. It doesn't exist. It's a tourist shirt. Look, I've been wearing Hawaiian shirts well before Trader Joe's, well before the Boogaloo Boys. I like rayon, man. It's just so nice. And like, if you just have this on during the summer and, you get nice cool breeze, it like kind of cools the air. It's really nice. I think last week we had old grandpas like wilding out. And now this week we got to get the ladies on who are who are doing their own thing too. So the BillBurr thing was from Cancel Me Comedy on YouTube. This one is from Viral Media Clips, and this is hang on a second. I think I got to set it up real quick. There's this weird thing where the audio is off, and I have to just do this little funky thing at first. But okay, I think we're good now. Yeah, so I love me some crazy old ladies, right? I hope to be like, I hope when I get their age, I find some crazy old ladies like that, especially the ones who like anal, because that's kind of my thing.
Come on, why would you be a witch?
So I can put a spell on you.
Yeah.
You want French fries?
Yeah.
You like French fries?
Yeah.
What kind of French fries do you like?
Every kind of French fries.
You love all the French fries?
All the French fries.
Get it, Grandma. You go, baby. Go, Grandma. Do those ab crunches.
All right. Now what to do? I show how you ride it.
What did one saggy boob say to the other saggy boob?
You need a lift?
If we don't get some support soon, people are going to think we're nuts.
You need a lift. I love me some old saucy broads like that. Like I said, when I get that age, I hope that the women in my life are just batshit crazy like that too. Because we need more people like that in the world, bringing us hope and cookies, grandma's cookies, and grandma wilding out on the on the chair like that. And then the lady without the French fry lady, she looked like she was about to chow down on a penis. What the fuck? There's this guy, how many more we got? This might be a long show tonight, or it may not be. One will never know. I've seen this comedian. I don't know where he's from. His name is Ismo, ISMO. And it's Ismo Comedian on YouTube. So he likes to talk about, I don't know where he's from. He might be from like Amsterdam or some shit like that. Norway, maybe one of those countries. But he's always talking about American culture and like he's talking about American language in this one and how we like to be lazy in our language.
Then I learned that the phrase "and shit" doesn't mean anything. If somebody says "and shit," it's nothing. It's just something that you say to make your list sound longer. Like if somebody says, "Oh, I like to travel and shit." You have to know that they only like to travel. And to make it even more complicated, shit can be divided into a piece of shit. And that has a completely different meaning. A piece of shit is a bad movie, a lousy car, or a person who is being selfish. And the piece of shit can get bigger and bigger, but it can never be the whole shit. Like if I'm a piece of shit, I'm being selfish. And if I'm a giant piece of shit, I'm even more selfish. But if I'm the shit, I'm great.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that is so lazy. We're like, yeah, I went to the mall and shit. if when he says, I like to travel and shit. I mean, it does. If you don't know the context, it's just like, oh, you like to go places and you like to have bowel movements. That's pretty good. Zell, your grandmother made it to 90 last month. Congrats. That is cool. What is this? Oh yeah, this guy. This is yeah. But I like to hear different perspectives of people's language, because I would like work with a lot of people when I lived out in LA that were from like various places around the world, and and I would just say some dumb shit that I just assumed people would understand, and a lot of times I get this look like, I do not understand what you say. So then I have to explain it, and then if you have to explain it, then it's no good. So. Virtuoso, hello. I can be a fragment of shit. You can be. If you want to be a piece of shit, you can be any kind of shit you can be. Okay. Nice. Your dad's 93 and doing pretty good. One of your 5 favorite people on the planet. Aww. I wish I'd known. The only grandparent I was exposed to was my grandmother. And the year I was born, she died in. I was born in January, and she died in August of that year. So I didn't really know. I didn't know any of my grandparents, but I heard all kinds of stories. So I was always kind of like very envious of people who had grandparents in their lives. So, which was great because I had a good friend of mine, my buddy Rob Moore, who does some science stuff, physics and space stuff on the show sometimes. And I would go stay at his grandparents' house, and I told him, I said, yeah, my grandparents are dead. And they said, you know what? We'll be your honorary grandparents. And we were like, oh, it's very nice. It was a Southern thing, you know. So this next one, so that was Ismo a comedian. This next one is Fishing Garrett. This guy is a crazy white boy. He's got to be from Florida because he just does some crazy shit with some dangerous fucking animals. I want nothing to do with snakes and poisonous animals and the sort, and this guy just goes seeks it out because he's fucking nuts. So this is Fishing Garrett with being a crazy white motherfucker doing some dumb shit. Let's listen.
Hey guys, I'm in the Amazon rainforest and I just yoinked this giant green anaconda, but it ain't no 20-footer, so we're gonna keep looking. Hey look, a little baby. Boop. Love seeing little anacondas. A deadly wandering spider. Boop. Classic smoky jungle frog. Yoink. This is about the time he would start screaming, but this one didn't scream at all. It just filled full of air like a balloon. That's a defense mechanism that makes them harder to swallow, not to mention they have toxic skin too. Did you guys know it rains in the rainforest? How crazy is that? Check out this big chungus. This is a Mac Daddy capybara,
Aww.
king of the jungle out here. Just asking to be yoinked. This is a highly venomous hemorrhage coral snake. A kiss from one of these guys in the remote jungle would end me. Yoink. This has to be one of my favorite amphibians. This is a giant waxy monkey tree frog. Absolutely love these guys. Check out this highly venomous aquatic coral snake. This is one of the darkest ones I've ever seen. Holding a deadly snake this close to your face and hands is incredibly irresponsible. Well, anyways, check out this wolffish. Look at those dagger teeth.
Why that guy ain't Steve Irwin by now, I don't know. That's the thing. Don't go fucking with poison shit. That will kill you instantly. Don't do it. What the fuck is wrong with you? But like I said, that guy's got to be from Florida, because Florida is a crazy place. They'll do all kinds of shit down there. They play with snakes. They don't give a fuck. What happened? Shot who? Oh, Spirit, yours is 88 and doing good too. That's nice. Listen, love them while they're around, because they ain't going to be around forever, folks. Make sure you do. Make sure you love on them. That's a little country thing. Make sure you love on them, because they ain't going to be gone one day. I like this guy too, because he always has some cool origins for words and phrases that we say today. This guy, Cody Tucker, on the Cody Tucker Show. I think I've shown you, we've done some word origins with him before. So he's got some couple, and I think he's wearing a Def Leppard shirt. I could be wrong, but I think he is. Let's listen.
Back in the early 1900s, when movie theaters were first becoming popular, they weren't called movie theaters. They were called Odeons, which is based on the Greek word meaning a closed theater. At the time, the admission to one of these Odeons was only 5 cents. This is why they became known as Nickelodeons. The father of algebra was a 9th century Persian mathematician named Muhammad ibn Musa. He was also known by the nickname algorithmi, which is where we get the word algorithm. The ancient Greek word for a sharp pain on one side of the head is called hemicrania, which literally means half skull. The word hemicrania eventually became hemigrania, which then became migraine.
See, you come to the show, we make you learn shit whether you want to or not. Your grandmother was almost 96, and your great aunt made it to 98. Nice, Willie. Yeah, you like Cody too? Yeah, I love learning. It was just, I don't know, my teachers were good people, but they just boring as fuck. I wish I would have had this kind of learning, back then. Oh, okay. Let's watch this after the show sometime. Welcome back, Cotters. Gabe Kaplan hosts a hilarious night of stand-up. I thought Gabe Kaplan was doing like the poker tournaments and stuff too, wasn't he? He's still alive? That's crazy. Oh, it was AC/DC? Okay. All right. Because I thought one of the guys on the shirt looked like the lead singer for Def Leppard, but I'm not very. I don't pay attention much. We don't have many to go, folks. We're almost done here. We might make it to 2 hours if you're lucky, or if you're unlucky, depending on your frame of mind at this point. If you're being forced Clockwork Orange style to watch this show, I apologize. It was not my doing. I had nothing to do with that. So, the next, so that was Cody Tucker. I know you've probably heard of this guy, Vsauce. I don't think I've played any of his stuff before, but I love some of it. He's very Doc Brown in his energy levels, but he seems very out there. But I like him, and he's we were talking about these word origins. So he's doing a thing here where he's taking like different parts of words and using them for pronunciations and using it in totally different. Let me just let you do the thing.
This is how I spell the word church. It's wrong. Or is it? T can make a ch sound. Look at the word picture. And OLO is obviously pronounced kernel. T, again making a ch, gives us church. Now this might remind you of that old chestnut, goatee, but this doesn't spell goatee. Oh no, this is a way to spell fish. The GH makes the f sound we see in enough. The O is pronounced like the O in women, and the TI is like the TI in nation, fish. Now if all of this has you thinking, what? Why? Let me explain. This is not OED, the Oxford English Dictionary. This is a way to spell the word what. The O is pronounced like the O in one, and the ED is pronounced with a t, like in hacked. And this, how is this why? Well, take a look. Why? K. Why-er. Choir. Why? Why? Why?
Wouldn't it be HOI? Why? You need the I in there, though. So it'd be hoy. But I like Vsauce. Vsauce does good stuff. Fun with pronunciations and using different kinds of shits like that. Where are we at? What's going on here? You guys getting tired? I'm getting a little sleepy. But I can't leave you without two good little pieces of video here for you. Because you've been good kids, and I decided to pay alimony this month, you get a couple of treats here. Let's check out everybody. Yeah, the English. I mean, they say the English language is the hardest one to learn, right? You know, when people come here from other countries and they try to figure out, you know, because they think there's like some straightaway shit to English, and it's like, no. The word there. You have Americans who use who are trying to say lose, but they spell loose. I'm like, what are you loosening? Did you lose something or did you loose something? Always been a pet peeve of mine. Just like, no, stop. It's not loose. It's lose. 1-0. So you could have O, and it'd be like, ooh, but like in different layers and levels. No, Kate, I'm not ready to go to sleep yet. You know, I'm amazed people haven't used that as some sort of code, right? That would be interesting to figure out. Do some sort of code like that. I don't know. I like kids who curse. I don't trust people who don't curse. Okay, cool. Thanks, Kate. We only got a couple more left. I like kids who curse. I like anybody who curse, but I like kids who curse because they're little potty mouths, and especially when they're little, and they don't understand what they're saying. So this is Bicofin, Bikofin on the YouTubes, and ranking the best children with their first profane words. Aw, they're so little. Wait a minute. Let me try one more thing. I don't think I need this. Maybe I do. Yeah, I do. Okay. Yeah, so here you go, cussing kids. You can thank me later.
Hey, Mara, how's that apple juice?
Good.
Yeah? It's good?
Fucking good.
Fucking good.
Fucking damn it.
Fucking damn it.
Fucking damn it. Fucking damn it.
What?
No,
Did you say the N-word?
No, he did say the N-word.
Did you hear that?
What were you saying to me?
Fuck off.
Excuse me?
Fuck off.
Excuse me?
Fuck off.
Fuck off.
Oh, shit.
Oh shit. Fuck off. Fuck off.
No, fuck off.
Yeah, fuck off.
No, fuck off.
Never fuck off.
No, fuck
No
off.
fuck off.
Fuck off, sir. Fuck off, sir. Fucking goat outside.
It's just a goat.
Mom, it's a fucking goat.
It's a goat. No, it's a fucking goat. Oh, I know, but you don't have to take care of them, Miguel. Just enjoy the foul language, and then detach yourself from that so you don't have bad dreams. Little children cursing like sailors is so adorable. It is. I know, right? Fuck off. Fuck off. No fuck off. No fuck off. Oh my goodness. If you hardly ever curse, when you do curse, it has more impact. Yeah, I guess so, but people who say darn and shoot, I'm like, really? Come on. You're thinking damn and shit. Why are you saying darn and shoot? You're not. Fucking goat. Yeah. So I figured you guys would like that. Or at least most of you. Sorry, I didn't mean to traumatize you, Miguel. I didn't know. I'm not a big fan of kids myself. I mean, I like kids as long as they get to go to their homes and I don't have to deal with them. I love being, I don't have any kids myself, but I love being an uncle. I think that's a good compromise. An aunt or an uncle where you get to boss children around, but then you don't have to pay for them. I mean, God, that's what we call win-win, baby. That's win-win. Win-win. No, it's okay. Kid. You always use the F word, but instead of saying shit, I say, oh, poo. Really? I like to use the British. I like to say bloody shite. Bloody shite. Shite's good. But then you fuck up and put too many I's in there, and then it sounds like Shiite. And then it's something else. You're a breeder, and you're like, look, I'm not against, progressing the human race. I think, yeah, I don't want us to die out, but I don't want to contribute. I'm not good at rearing kids. They probably take them away from me like in 5 minutes after my wife has it. I'll be like, I got to pay for this kid? Nah. You guys take Monopoly money at the hospital? Kate, you never had kids? There's a lot of people I know that are not, never had kids, right? I have friends of mine who are married and they don't have kids and they don't want kids. Not because sometimes it's a lifestyle thing. Sometimes it's just, they're like me. They're just like, I don't think I'd be a good parent. And people say, oh, well, you'll never know unless you are one. I'm like, well, I don't want to roll the dice and be like, oh, look, I'm a parent now. And look, I'm a shitty parent. Oh boy, you can't put the baby back in the vagina. And even if you could, it doesn't go back to the factory. That's not, that's not UPS. You can't do that. No kids. My only regret is depriving the world of an obviously superior genetic code. Nice. Yeah. Don't be humble, Gray Walker. You never wanted just either. I think at one point I did want a wife and kids. And then, the girl who took my, virginity, she broke my heart, and I said, well, I just went with relationship. And I've seen the way my relationships go, and if my relationships aren't going that good, then chances are my marriage should probably tank, be in divorce court. I don't know how you lose half of zero, but in a divorce thing, because you got 2 kids. That's awesome. You know what's yeah, no thanks. I tell you though, I have friends who have kids, and now those kids are like grown up. My nieces, nephews, they're all grown, and they got a bunch of kids themselves. But being an aunt and uncle, I think, is the best, because you can boss the kid around, and you're like a free babysitter for your sibling, and you can't tell the aunt or uncle not to, now don't teach these kids this, because they know you're going to teach them all the shit the parents ain't going to teach them, right? Your kids are grown, okay. I remember one time when I was living in South Mississippi, and I took yes, and even then it's too much. Yeah, exactly. I need one of those cooking timers when I'm with the kids, where they go bing and it rings. You're like, all right, gotta go. But my nephews were like, I don't know, maybe like 8 or 9, something like that. And I said, I'm taking the boys down to New Orleans. It was a day trip, right? We weren't going to get drinking or nothing with 8 or 9-year-old kids. I said, it's a day trip. I'm going to take the kids down to New Orleans. We're going to drive around the city, and I'm going to show them some places and stuff they've never been. And my sister says, okay, well, just don't take them to Bourbon Street. I said, why would I take them to Bourbon Street? I mean, we're going to get the kids hammered on Bourbon Street. So we get to New Orleans, and the first place I take them is Bourbon Street. But it was like, I don't know if you've never been to New Orleans. So Bourbon Street is one of these blocked off streets, right? I think during the day you can drive on Bourbon Street, because we drove on Bourbon Street. But at night they barricade the ends of the street, so it's just pedestrians. Imagine mini uncle or auntie Warren's. My nephews and niece are awesome kids. They're fantastic. I would be less of a person if they weren't in my life. That's for sure. That being said, I'm glad I'm only their uncle. If I was their parent, some bad shit probably happened. Once I said to my 5-year-old niece, who was bossing me around, get off my back. I'll do me and you do you. You put a verbal smackdown on a 5-year-old kid, Kate. Oh my God, you're the best. I know, but that's the thing. You got to nip that shit in the bud with those kids, man. Because they'll try and walk all over you. You just give me like, nope. Sometimes you just got to be an asshole, And like I said, with my nephews, from one of my sisters, they do the, have the tantrums and stuff, and I'd just be sitting there just going, all right, let me know when you're done. And that was the thing, because they'd have their tantrums. I wouldn't let them get their way, so they'd be like doing all this energy and like crazy stuff, and then they tire themselves out, right? And my sister would come home, like I would babysit for her, and my sister would come home, and the boys would be asleep. How'd you get the boys to sleep? I said, I just fed them sugar all night and let them run around the house, and then they just collapsed. So those poor kids probably have diabetes because of me. So I tell you, see, that's another thing. That's why I'm not a good parent. Be giving kids diabetes, and I don't think you should be giving people that. So, finally tonight, our crown jewel in our video series here on The Secret Show is a staple here. Is the Sollid JJ cartoons, and it usually features either the Marvel or DC crew. Like I said, they do like Naruto, They do some of those anime things, but I don't get it. And, but maybe I'll play one for you if you're into that sort of thing. I don't know. For you younger folks out there. So I don't know if you know who Martian Manhunter is. He's part of the Justice League. He wasn't in the Super Friends, but he was part of the Justice League. And well, it turns out Martian Manhunter is crazy OP. So like I said, this is Sollid JJ. Let's listen.
Meanwhile, at the Hall of Justice. It's nice you can finally join us for one of these sit-downs, Sean.
Glad to be here. Now, exactly what is it that we do?
Hey, while you're here, I gotta ask, what's the deal with the name Manhunter? I mean, how'd you come up with that?
What's wrong with it?
Well, I don't know. I mean, you're always worried about people being afraid of you, and your name's Martian Guy Killer.
Well, actually, Manhunter is a classical term for detective.
Oh, God damn it. Why does every new hero walking in here have to be a detective? Does no one work in the post office anymore?
Yeah, superheroes and law enforcement. Weird how there's some crossover between them.
He's just coming after me. Martian, why don't you tell him some of your powers?
Well, as you all know, I have powers very comparable to that of Superman. Super strength, super speed, heat vision.
Super infringement.
But I also have powers unique to myself.
Super infringement.
So you can read minds, eh? Well, tell me, Manhunter, exactly what am I thinking about right now?
You're currently thinking about your first pet.
Well, actually, that's what I wanted you to see. Actually, I was thinking about
the location of the Batcave. Yes, I saw that as well.
No. You couldn't have seen that. I was putting up a mental image.
Yes, a mental image, but you're still thinking about both at the exact same time. I could see more than just the one thing in your brain. I also have full mastery of the molecular structure of my body. I can take any shape or form. Observe.
Hi, I'm Hal Jordan. I'm an asshole. It's like he's really here.
It's really here. I must say, I'm very confused why we have to argue about who's stronger than the other. I believe that we're all friends here, super friends, in fact, and as a team, it's important that we... What are you doing?
The bat lighter.
Don't you? Because you're weak to fire. Because your weakness is fire. You're gonna fall out of your seat. Any second.
Actually, I'm fine.
Really? I thought you were weak to fire.
Well, actually, it was a psychological weakness, so through therapy, I was able to conquer that.
You just get over your weakness. That's not how it works.
Isn't fire everybody's weakness?
Just one of the many, many wonders of therapy.
In fire, everybody's
weakness. In your mind.
What does that mean?
Just try it out, man.
What the fuck?
It works.
All right, I'm just going to nip this in the bud now. You're selling yourself as me with DLC, but I'm just going to make it very clear that I can outclass you in pretty much everything.
Oh, there's no doubt. You're much stronger and faster than I am.
Not to mention my Kryptonian mind. I mean, you couldn't touch my brain if you tried.
Oh, definitely not. No, of course. I mean, not mentally.
What do you mean by that?
Well, just hypothetically, if I were to go intangible and then place my hand in your head and then untangibilize, I would be... I mean, then I would be touching your brain, wouldn't I?
That's something you can do?
Quite easily, yes. I can make myself completely intangible. You couldn't see me, you couldn't touch me. I mean, really, there's not much you could do in that form. But of course I wouldn't do that, because we're all friends here, right?
I still think I'd come out on top. You don't know that.
He's gonna put his fucking hand in your head. What do you mean you're gonna recover from
I mean, I haven't had that happen to me. I don't know the sensation. Maybe I have some kind of power against it.
I don't think you do.
Look, there's a healthy debate about kryptonite and red censorship, but putting his hand through your brain, I mean, that's a great equalizer. There's no coming back from that.
Oh, look who's talkative now, mister, thinking about puppies and nuclear codes and shit.
Why
the fuck would they have even tested that out? They're just guys.
They don't know a lot more than that.
Incomprehensible divorce parents arguing.
Did he just
turn into cookies?
Like a defense mechanism, like a turtle in a shell, but he turns into Oreos.
Well, the Chocos. No, they're legally distinct.
Chocos.
Not the other one.
It's gonna change back.
Something tells me he can.
John, you there? Yeah, no, I think he's got brain dead.
He really became cookies, like completely. That's it's almost impressive, but now it's not good. He's dead.
I mean, we're all thinking it, right?
Oh, come on, guys. We can't eat him.
Not without milk, right?
What the fuck? No, of course not. We're not going to eat him.
Sorry. I thought you were setting up like a joke or something.
No, why would we even do that? Why
I know, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. All right, you're right.
Turn into cookies doesn't mean we can just eat
them.
I'm
sorry.
But now you just got me thinking about the milk. All right, fuck it. Let's just do it.
I love some Sollid JJ. That's some good stuff there. Martian Manhunter turned it into cookies. Now that's Sollid JJ on YouTube. All these are YouTube. Yeah, not without milk. What the fuck? Yeah, I didn't know that about Martian Manhunter either, that he could turn into cookies. The fuck? Oh Lord Jesus. Well, I think I've wasted enough of your time this evening. Oh my goodness. I always do that. I get laughing and then all the snot comes out. So I'm sure you didn't need to hear that. So what are we doing here? I think we're going to end the show. 2 hours. This is probably one of the longer ones we've done in a while. So coming up this week, Tuesday, we'll be back for the morning extra, more depressing news for you to enjoy. That's going to be at 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Pacific time. And then Wednesday, we were supposed to do it this past Wednesday. I wasn't feeling that well, but this coming Wednesday, I think at 6 p.m. Eastern, I'm going to have Franco on. We're going to talk about capitalism and some of the options besides capitalism, or options that may include capitalism, and just kind of had, just have a general conversation. He put out a video about capitalism a couple weeks ago, and where you been? The show's over. The Ferris Bueller, go home. What's up, Finger Man? Yeah, and so that's coming up. Tuesday we'll have the morning extra, and then Wednesday ExtraBulla live with Franco back on talking about capitalism. And this fine show will be back next weekend, if we're lucky. Lord Willem and the creek don't rise. So, like I said, check out my buddy Chuck's Intergalactic UFO Show channel. He does quality work with crazy concepts, and I think you'll enjoy it. So that's Chuck UFO Show, I think, on YouTube. Wait a minute, where is he? He was in here a while ago. You son of a biscuit eater. I'll see you in heaven. I just want to make sure I get his channel name right. I don't want any misunderstandings, else I gets the hose again. But yeah, just look up Chuck UFO Show on YouTube and check out his channel. All right, please, pretty please, with sugar on top. I am going to go. Aw, Kate, thank you so much, sweetie. Yeah, lots of good stuff tonight, worth the 2 hours. Aw. You know what's worth the 2 hours too is hanging out with you guys too. Like I said, this is I try to model this show after just you go to the bar, you go to the party, and then but you don't want the night to end, so you go hang out at somebody's house, smoke a few joints, maybe have a little whiskey, a little something like that, and just chill out and pass out on somebody's couch. Yeah, Chuck's Intergalactic UFO Show. Thanks, Space Lincoln. Yay. All right, so I'm gonna get out of here. You guys have a great night. I love each and every one of you. Again, if you didn't weren't here at the top of the show, JB, our buddy JB from Revolutionary Blackout Network, he got a kidney transplant, and everything went well, and so our buddy Jerry, his leg surgery went well too. So this is a good year, it seems like, for people in this space who are needing medical help, and hopefully everybody else who needs it can get the treatments that they need without having to sell a kidney to get a kidney, because I don't think that's how that works. Extra's name in bed. Yeah, so enjoy your Sunday. I think Willie's got a show tomorrow night, or tomorrow afternoon, I think. So check out Willie Bragg's show, and all these people here. They're good peoples, good channels to if you're looking for good information, entertainment, that sort of thing. Check them out. Okay, love each and every one of you. Have a good night. Take care of yourselves. And watch out, as Mom used to say, watch out for the nuts. They're everywhere, they're everywhere, they're everywhere.
There can be only one.
Yeah!
Nice to meet you. My name's Warren.
Behind me is 8.5 tons of heroin, opium, hashish, and other narcotics.